Electrostatics arises from Coulomb's law. So, Coulomb's law discusses the force between two charged bodies at rest with respect to each other. If a time-independent charge distribution rho of r is specified once and all over the space, the electric field due to the charge distribution can be determined throughout the space, and we'll get it through Maxwell's equation. We know the Maxwell's equation for electric field due to the time-independent charge distribution is divergence of E is equal to rho by epsilon naught and curl of E is equal to 0. And there is a theorem called Helmholtz theorem, and the theorem says that a vector can be decomposed into two parts. One part is with zero divergence and on with zero curl. Then the vector can be written in that way. And we can write it only when the integrals converges all over the space. Now the Helmholtz theorem guarantees that if we know the divergence and curl of a vector field, we will able to determine the vector fields uniquely. From Maxwell's equation, we know the divergence and curl of the electric field. So the electric field will be now we are going to substitute the divergence and curl of electric field, which will be rho of r by epsilon naught r minus r prime plus 0. So we substituted the divergence of E and curl of E. So divergence of E is equal to rho by epsilon naught and curl of E equal to 0. So finally it turns out this term. Now the gradient operator is in non-prime coordinate. So if we perform the gradient operator, it will act on only this term 1 divided by modulus of r minus r prime. So it becomes r minus r prime divided by modulus of r minus r prime cube. Now the electric field at r position becomes Rho at r prime will exert on rho star at r. The force will be integral of rho star at r into E at r. So it becomes now if I want to write the force exerted by rho star at r on rho at r prime, it will so we can easily write that F equal to minus F star. So the forces exerted on by the other is equal and opposite. So it confirms the Newton's third law. And another observation we can make that if rho and rho stars are identical, so the force will become zero. So, so any charge cannot exert force on itself.